Welcome back to Meets Wisdom, where we explore the ancient wisdom that can transform your modern life. Today, we're tackling something we all face, dealing with people who don't show us respect. Whether it's a dismissive colleague, a critical family member, or someone who constantly interrupts you, disrespect can sting. But as the Stoics taught us, we have more power in these situations than we might think. Before we dive in, if you're new here, I'm dedicated to bringing you practical wisdom that can change your life. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss future videos that could transform how you navigate life's challenges. Now let's explore how Stoicism can help us maintain our dignity and peace of mind when facing disrespect. 1. Recognize what you can control. The chief task in life is simply this: to identify and separate matters so that I can say clearly to myself which are externals, not under my control, and which have to do with the choices I actually control. Epictetus. The foundational principle of Stoicism is understanding what's within your control and what isn't. When someone disrespects you, remember, their behavior is not within your control, but your response absolutely is. Next time someone cuts you off in a meeting or dismisses your ideas, pause. Take a breath. Ask yourself, can I control this person's actions? Can I control my reaction? Absolutely. This shift in perspective is liberating. You're no longer at the mercy of others' behavior. You're in command of something far more important: your response. Have you noticed how freeing it is when you stop trying to control others? Share your experience in the comments below. 2. Practice emotional detachment. When you are offended at any man's fault, turn to yourself and study your own failings. Then you will forget your anger. Epictetus. The Stoics mastered the art of emotional detachment, not by suppressing emotions, but by observing them without being consumed by them. When someone disrespects you, notice the emotion rising within you. Is it anger, hurt, embarrassment? Rather than immediately reacting, observe this feeling as if you're watching it happen to someone else. This creates a crucial space between stimulus and response. In this space lies your freedom to choose a thoughtful reaction rather than an emotional one. Try this practice. The next time someone disrespects you, mentally name the emotion you're feeling. This is anger arising. This simple labeling creates distance between you and the emotion, preventing it from hijacking your behavior. What emotion do you find hardest to detach from when disrespected? Let me know in the comments. 3. Consider their perspective. When another blames you or hates you, or people voice similar criticisms, go to their souls, penetrate inside, and see what sort of people they are. You will realize that there is no need to be racked with anxiety that they should hold any particular opinion about you. Marcus Aurelius. A powerful Stoic practice is to consider why someone might be acting disrespectfully. Often, disrespect stems from their own insecurities, struggles, or limited perspective, not from your worth. Perhaps your colleague who dismisses your ideas is feeling threatened. Maybe your critical friend is projecting their own insecurities. The person cutting you off in traffic might be rushing to an emergency. This doesn't excuse their behavior, but understanding it can diffuse your emotional reaction and foster compassion. Remember, as Marcus Aurelius said, being angry with someone is like being angry at a stone. It only hurts you. Think about someone who recently disrespected you. What might they have been experiencing that could explain, not justify, their behavior? This perspective shift alone can transform your response. 4. Value your own opinion above others. I have often wondered how it is that every man loves himself more than all the rest of men, but yet sets less value on his own opinion of himself than on the opinion of others. Marcus Aurelius. The Stoics understood a profound truth. We often care more about others' opinions than our own. This makes us vulnerable to disrespect. Develop an internal validation system. Ask yourself, am I living according to my values? Am I treating others with respect? Am I working toward my goals? If so, you have reason to respect yourself, regardless of others' opinions. When your self-respect is solid, others' disrespect loses its power. As Epictetus wisely noted, make it your goal to quiet that person not by shouting, but by calm. Remember, those most secure in themselves rarely feel the need to disrespect others. Often, disrespectful behavior says more about them than it does about you. Honest question time. Do you value others' opinions of you more than your own? Hit like if you're working on building that internal validation system. 5. Set clear boundaries. It is not death or pain that is to be feared, but the fear of pain or death. Epictetus. While Stoicism teaches acceptance of what we cannot control, it also emphasizes taking practical action where we can. Setting clear boundaries is a concrete step within your control. Boundaries aren't walls of anger or resentment. They're clear communications of what you will and won't accept. They can be delivered calmly and with respect. For example, I understand you have concerns about my proposal. I'm open to constructive feedback, but I'd appreciate if you'd address me directly rather than criticizing my ideas to others first. Or more simply, I notice you often interrupt me when I'm speaking. I value our conversation, but I need to be able to complete my thoughts. Setting boundaries isn't about controlling others. It's about clearly communicating your standards and the consequences if they're not respected. What boundary do you need to set with someone in your life? Think about it now and commit to expressing it clearly the next opportunity you have. 6. Practice selective association. The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. Epictetus. The Stoics were practical philosophers. They recognized that while we should be able to maintain equanimity around anyone, we also have the power to choose our associations. If someone consistently disrespects you despite your boundaries, you can choose to limit your exposure to them. This isn't running away. It's wisely allocating your limited time and emotional energy. Of course, we can't always avoid disrespectful people completely, especially at work or in family settings. But we can minimize voluntary exposure and mentally prepare ourselves for necessary interactions. Remember, your time is precious. Spending it with those who don't respect you is a choice, and often not a wise one. Tag someone in the comments who consistently uplifts and respects you. They deserve the recognition. 7. Use disrespect as training. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Marcus Aurelius. In Stoic philosophy, obstacles aren't just challenging to overcome. They're growth opportunities. Disrespectful people provide excellent training for developing virtues like patience, courage, and wisdom. When someone disrespects you, think, this is an opportunity to practice my philosophy. Respond not with equal disrespect, but with dignity and composure. This is the Stoic concept of turning the obstacle into the way. Each disrespectful encounter is a chance to strengthen your character. Just as weights in the gym strengthen your muscles through resistance, difficult people strengthen your character through the resistance they provide. Ask yourself, what virtue can I practice in this interaction? Patience, courage, compassion, justice. Each disrespectful encounter becomes not an annoyance, but a tailor-made training opportunity. What's the most important virtue you've developed through dealing with difficult people? Share your growth story below. 8. Respond with excellence. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Marcus Aurelius. The ultimate Stoic response to disrespect is not withdrawal or retaliation. It's excellence. When faced with disrespect, respond with such dignity, wisdom, and virtue that the contrast becomes obvious to everyone, including the person disrespecting you. If a colleague belittles your work, respond by producing even better results. If someone spreads gossip about you, live in such a way that no one believes it. If someone is rude to you, respond with impeccable manners. As Seneca advised, wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness. This includes those who disrespect you. Your kindness in the face of their disrespect isn't weakness, it's profound strength. This doesn't mean being a doormat. It means choosing responses that align with your highest values rather than sinking to lower behavior. There's immense power in this approach. Have you ever responded to disrespect with excellence rather than retaliation? How did it change the dynamic? Share your story. Conclusion. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. The Stoic approach to handling disrespect isn't about controlling others or demanding respect. It's about developing such inner strength and character that others' disrespect cannot disturb your peace of mind. By focusing on what you can control, practicing emotional detachment, considering others' perspectives, valuing your own opinion, setting clear boundaries, choosing your associations wisely, using disrespect as training, and responding with excellence, you develop resilience that transforms how you experience disrespect. Remember, as Epictetus taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you respond to it that matters. Your response to disrespect reveals your character far more than their disrespect reveals theirs. If you found value in these Stoic principles, please support Meets Wisdom by hitting the like button, subscribing to the channel, and sharing this video with someone who might benefit. In the comments, let me know which of these 8 strategies resonated most with you. Until next time, may your wisdom grow with each challenge you face.